Hey, what's up traders? Welcome back to Forex Gym. My name is George and we are starting straight to the question. Is Forex going to crash under coronavirus scare? And my answer is no, at least for now. The Forex cannot crash in its entirety. Forex is one of the largest financial markets in the world with a daily volume of more than 5 trillion US dollar. However, specific currencies can crash, like US dollar, British pounds, or any other currency. So to crash the entire Forex market, that's gonna take a lot more than coronavirus. That said, I ask you to like this video, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe. I upload daily videos about trading. So let's go straight to the screens and start analyzing for the currencies. Starting with the euro against US dollar from the daily chart, we can see the price came down, tested this weekly lows down here, and it has a reaction, retraced back up, and it closed. It lost pretty much most of the ground that it covered and had left this wig in here. And now the prices continues to fall towards the short side and continue from the for the trend direction. Let's go to the shorter time frames. Let's go to an hourly chart. I'm waiting for this currency to push a little bit higher to come up to these around these highs here, which is about 45 pips away, 40 to 45 pips away. And then I'm expecting for this one to start falling towards a short side, and I see the potential for this currency to, over the long run, to go all the way down to this monthly lows here, which is at a 105.15 area. So I'm looking for this one to short it if it gives me an opportunity and if it sets up for the first attempt, and second attempt would be possibly around here. I'm gonna see how the candle is gonna perform. If it's gonna push that high, then I'm gonna see and reanalyze how the candles look like, and if it's gonna be the potential for the another short trade. Let's dive into the stop losses, entries, and targets. Okay, so for the entries of the first one, let's say it's gonna be a 109.40, and you need around 45 pip stop loss. As of the would be the first one, and if the price goes and stop me out, then I will be looking to give it another go, probably around these highs if it's gonna start pushing that high, depending of also how the candle is gonna look like. If it's gonna be looking very strong and it comes up very bullish, I might just wait and see how it's gonna what kind of reaction is going to have on these highs here. And as of the targets, we can have a quite there's a lot of opportunities for the targets you can aim for. First one is certainly no, this one will be down to this one. That's a good area to target. We got multiple lows, and the level is at around 0590. Well, 0590 zone, which is almost the same as 0600. We continue with the US dollar against Japanese yen. The yen is looking weak after the price came down and tested this weekly down here, and it has this steady recovery towards upside, and it returned to this daily trend line in here, and we also have these highs, so it's acting a resistance, and the price is a bit undecided now what it wants to do. It can go either way, and I'm waiting for a bit more confirmation which way it wants to go. I want to see break of these highs here to get onto the long side, but for now I'm still going to wait and see if the price wants to do that. Or for the short side, that I would want to see for this one the price breaking down to this low, then I'll be switching to a short side. As of for now, that's what I'm waiting. But for the scalpers, there will be good opportunities to trade for the shorter terms. The price is looking for towards to the long side. So if we go to look at the hourly, looking nice and strong for the long side as of the short-term trades. And if we drill down to the 15-minute charts, actually I do see that one is a good opportunity to get onto the long side now, but I generally do not scalp. I rarely scalp because of the sake of time, but because the currencies have been moving quite a lot, I'm already looking to free up my schedule to scalp on it, because there's a quite good opportunities for the trade, and the market is covering a lot of ground on the pips wise, and you can get decent money from it. So unless you're trading for the scalping, if you trade bigger size, it makes sense. If your size is bigger, it makes sense as of the from making money point of view, that it makes sense to trade and scalp. But if you're trading for the very small amount as of for trading to make money, it does not really it doesn't really give you a return over the time you invest and the money you get. It's not very good ratio unless you're doing it to another reason for the scalping is the good side of the scalping is if you want to learn trading quicker, because it gives you instant results. But that's gonna would be only for scalping and short-term trading. But when it comes to the swing trading, you might acquire bad habits when you scalp, so you need to be aware of that as well. And as I mentioned, so scalping is a good opportunities for these type of market conditions. I see the opportunities already for the price looking to wants to break this down to this little low, but there's another low in here which you can get onto the alongside. Actually, if the price comes down here, I might just give it a shot while I'm here. It gives me a signal. Let's record that. And then for the targets, let's have a look at it. So it has not hit that daily R2 yet, so that will be a good potential for the take profit in here for the daily R2. And for this also comes into same as 4 hourly is 109.77. So it's very close to the 4 hourly R2. So it's a good 4 hourly R1, sorry. So 4 hourly R1 and daily R1 is they're only a couple of pips close to each other. So that will be a good target for the scalpers, especially if you get onto down here at 108.72 zone, and it stops down to these. You can either, probably best will be if you put the stop down to the 4 hourly S1, this support level zone, which is at 108.40. 48 is for the support, but ideally you put the stop loss bit about a couple of pips lower than this, because with the spreads. Next currency is British pounds against US dollar, and the pound is making a fresh new lows. It looks very weak, and the pound is continuing to fall down. If we go to shorter time frames, I'm still expecting for this currency to go down, but I want to see a bit more a retracement that gives me a chance to get onto the short side. For now, I'm waiting for this one to push maybe another 40 pips higher. However, the way it looks now, that it looks pretty weak, so it might just continue without pushing that high. The reason why I want to see that is down to these lows here, so it will be a good area to get onto the short side. However, as I said, that the price might just continue to fall. If you look at the shorter time frames, another option will be these 4 hourly pivots, but they're not very accurate, because it's a shorter time frame pivots. It can break and push higher. But for now, I'm gonna have a look at what it wants to do. So the first one, I still want to wait until it pushes to at 115.50, where you got this 1 hourly lows. And but if you don't want to wait, you can get onto this 115.30 zone, where this 4 hourly pivot is, and wait to if the price is going to continue to go down. For the targets, we can have a look at, if we go to an hourly chart, you can target the pivots, either daily pivots or weekly pivots. When you do that, make sure the risk reward is good. Don't just take one-to-one risk rewards, because over the long run that wouldn't be good. So targets, let's say if the price comes up here at 115.50, and I have, let's look at the shorter time frames, it's easier to figure it out from there. So 115.50, oops, no, need 1 hourly. 115.50 we got at about 30 or 40 pip stop, then targeting 115.50 or 113. Gives you about 1 to 3, which is still good. Or you can use the weekly pivots. The next weekly pivot is down to this weekly S3, which is down at 111.05. It's still quite far away. Or you can still use another daily S2. Actually, daily S2 is even further. So will be the first target will be daily S1, and the second target, and you can use it for the weekly S3 at 111.05. And lastly, we got US dollar against Canadian dollar. The Canadian dollar looking very weak. This currency is flying higher. And if you follow my videos, I mentioned I think the price was down to these good 500 or 600 pips down. I did say that the price eventually will want to come up and even take out this spike high, which is the price is right now very close, and I do think they will do that. It wants to take out this monthly spike high here and even continue to edge higher. We will see that, but for now I do think the price wants to take out this high. It looks very strong. If we look at the higher time frames, we can see that. But yeah, I did mention that last week, and the price was about good 800 pips away. And then we can see this weekly candle. This looks very bullish, unless something happens today. By the way, we have the President Trump speaking today, which might affect and create some volatility depending what he says. So keep that in mind. There is no specific time when he's gonna deliver the speech, but it can create some volatility if it says something which impacts the US dollar. So let's go to the shorter time frames and see what the potential. I'm waiting for this one to push a little bit lower, where this high we got here, and I will be looking to get onto the long side. Definitely, at least let's have a look at the levels. So for the simplicity, let's say it's a 145.85 zone, and run it to 05. So daily R1 would not be good. And for the weekly, let's see for the monthly where this spike high is. It's around one. Actually, this is around where this daily R1 sits at the moment, 146.95. So for this one, we need to use a tight stops. So if the price comes down here, 45.85, and so 46, about 85 as well. So we're looking for about 100 pips return. We need a maximum 25 pips. Actually, you can use about 35 as well, depending on the risk reward. Mine, for me, I have to have a minimum 1 to 3 risk rewards. So if it's less than that, I would not be taking a trade. So 1 to 85, we'll be looking down to this. So about 30 pips. 35 to 30 pips would be good, and we can run it to just below this daily R1, which would be taking out, just marginally taking out this monthly spike we have up here. So that will be the good area to target, and we're gonna see after how the price is gonna react. If it's gonna have aggressive reaction, it's gonna start falling, or the price gonna have maybe a little reaction and is going to continue after to edge higher. So that will be the interesting moment, what the price wants to do after it takes out this spike monthly high here. Thank you guys for watching. This was daily forex analysis for 19th of March 2020. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like, share it with your friends, and make sure to subscribe. I'm making daily and weekly forex analysis as well as videos about the knowledge you need to be a better trader. Have a great day and I will see you guys in the next video.